Yo, what's good, everybody? Yo, I want to give a shout out to all the true Washington Redskins slash Washington football team fans out there. You know, we interesting entering a great off season in which we've pretty much taken care of business. It's a lot of check marks across the book. Um, Quarterback check, backup running back check, backup quarterback check, backup of the backup quarterback check, developmental quarterback. We still have Steven Montez, despite all these rumors of us moving up from 19 to possibly in the top 10. Also, wide receiver, check. Curtis Samuel. Cam Sims re-signed. So that's another check. Cornerback, check. William Jackson the second, and I believe is better than Darby. I like Darby, man. Shout out to Ron Darby. I just believe William Jackson slightly being bigger, just more of a pure cover corner. Also, just his flexibility and all of that. Then I believe in Jeremy Reeves. I do. I want to see what happens. Linebackers, you can see that's going to get addressed in the draft. I don't know what Ryan Kerrigan is doing. Doesn't look like nobody's going to be throwing him any starter money. Come on back home, man. Quit playing around. I understand. Trying to see what's out there. Come on back home for all of that. I didn't like seeing Kerrigan walk around the stadium after the game and kind of take a tour and was tearing up. I didn't like that. You know what I mean? You are a true Redskin slash Washington football team. You're showing these players what it is to be a pro, man. RK, come on back home. You know what I'm saying? If they'll have you. Or else, we need a third pass rusher. James Smith-Williams last year was tried at defensive tackle and stuff. I guess due to the Ioannidis injury, Ioannidis is coming back. The D-line should be deep. But I could see us filling that in the draft, a third pass rusher. Also, an outside linebacker. Also, a Mike. I don't know what's going on with Ruben, but I want Ruben back. I hope Ruben is good, man. A lot of us cheer for Ruben Foster. We'll see how it goes. He's definitely, in my prayers, man. I would love to see a full recovery from that injury where I believe he tore everything. Also, the team name. Now, I've been on the boards of the group, and I'm all in on Red Tails, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I'm DC born and bred, okay? And there's a certain connection you have with the team that takes it to another level when you're from the DMV, and basically when you're from DC specifically. I've never been one of those dudes who rooted for another team, like rooted for the Cowboys and rooted for the enemy. I'm not a Steelers fan, although a lot of people in the area became Steeler fans and stuff. No, I'm true Washington. In fact, check me out. Check your boy out. My McLaurin came in the mail, baby. My McLaurin jersey. Yeah, no. Stuff like that. But regarding team name, my criteria was this. I need a name. Red Wolves, I look at Red Wolves as a Fred Smoot thing. And I know a lot of people are on that. And that would be my second choice. I was trying to feel where Monarchs is going because both my parents are from Kansas City. They moved to DC, right, and had me. You know, I got married in DC, as a matter of fact, and then had me. A year later. But anyway, that's when it was Chocolate City. So many of us of my day connect DC to Chocolate City, which has mainly been a city of Black people. Now it's something different, but still, when Red Tails was suggested, I didn't really realize what a red tail is. Is that, the P-51 Mustang fighter pilot bomber jets, the bomber planes, I should say, not jets, bomber planes, and honoring the Tuskegee Airmen who were done dirty, and then watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And I knew about Isaiah Bradley, the truth, the original Captain America. In fact, Martin Stanley Lieber, who we call Stan Lee, had a lot of ideas back then, but he couldn't do what he wanted to do. Spider-Man was supposed to be a Black kid way back then. Okay. Nowadays you have Miles Morales. That's dope. All right. The Hulk was an angry Black man hunted down by the government. All right. Change that. Then Ultimate Marvel had a Black man as the Hulk. Sam Wilson became Captain America later on. We know about the X-Men, that Professor X is modeled after Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Come on now. We know that Magneto is modeled after Malcolm X. Come on now. So in looking at all those names, because a lot of them were just whack, just flat out whack. Okay, Aces? What? Griffins? No. Presidents? Stop. Generals? Anyway. So a few names I was like, but Red Tails is not fictional. It's something that you could connect with, especially me being a Black man in America and understanding that story about the Tuskegee Airmen and being a Redskins fan, man, and seeing James Two Gun White Calf, who to me back then when I was little, as far as I'm concerned, that's a Black man. Okay. Growing up, that really made me connect more with the team. That's a Black man. He might be considered ruddy. I wouldn't even say red. I understand Oklahoma as a state means red man, but it helped me connect with it more. And I feel like we as Black people would really, really gravitate towards that name, Red Tails. I love seeing Jason Wright being named team president. I love seeing Doug Williams in his capacities with the team, which he's remained with the team after all these years. I love seeing Martin Mayhew even come back and be GM. It gives you things to be proud of. I love seeing the women being incorporated with the team. Shout out to Julie Donaldson. What is the lady that went into coaching? She got named as one of the coaches. That's dope to me. So the team is being inclusive. Shout out to Daniel Snyder, man, on that. Despite all these bad things being said about the Redskins / football team owner, I have nothing in my heart against him. In fact, in '99, when he got the team and he was making splashes, I was like, yeah. Okay. The record and all that, I don't hold that man accountable on that kind of thing, to where I never was a sell the team dude. That never made sense, because for all I'm concerned, the Detroit Lions owners, owner, William Clay Ford, I don't know if he's still alive. Whoever owns the Lions right now should have been forced to sell. Whoever owns the Jets, and I know they have a new owner, fairly new. I go back when the league was 28 teams. I go back when the Cardinals were in the NFC East, okay? You know, there's a lot of Bill Bidwell. He shouldn't have been an owner. He should have been forced to sell way back. You know what I'm saying? You can go with a lot of teams who were perennial losers, you know. So anyway, red tails, man, I'm feeling that. You know what I mean? I got people that are talking about if we lose a game, what people will be saying. Get out of that loser mentality. You're worried about what we would be ribbed on if we were to lose games. Well, what about when we win games? Wouldn't you say this team right now, at worst, is a 500 team? Wouldn't you say it's trending upward? So what are you worried about losses for? What would be said? I guess they didn't grow up in the era of Deadskins. I don't think they grew up in that era. We heard Deadskins when we were little. At least I did. The Deadskins. Yada, yada, yada. Okay? Please, you worried about what will be said if they lose. Man, I'm kill that. You know. So with the red tails, there's many things you can do. You can come with some aeronautical kind of things, swoop, all that kind of thing. What does a bomber jet do? A bomber plane do? Whatever, man. I'm sure they can get creative with that. Off the top of my head, if I got down like that, I'd have on a burgundy and gold. I'd be Isaiah Bradley. I'd have on a burgundy and gold Captain America suit with a burgundy and gold shield. Okay? Taking it back to the truth. All right? Just that name right there, the truth. And ironically, my firstborn son's name, Kwali, means the truth. So, yeah, I'm feeling that. You know what I'm saying? Falcon and Winter Soldier episode 5 just really made me think about Isaiah Bradley's story and just in real life, how they were done. And when he said those red tails were in the sky and all that, come on now. That's a proud moment for us. Because I think when it comes to being a patriot and when it comes to being patriot, when it comes to patriotism, for whatever reason, how can you not think of quote unquote African Americans? How can you not think of Black people? Like, what is that? You know what I'm saying? Is that just supposed to be a Steve Rogers thing, or you dress up in red, white, and blue, and oh my God, the flag you have there? We do that too. There's many of us that do that. I don't, but hey, it's people that do. It's people who have. It's a scene in Blackish that I love, and it covered that. For whatever reason, it's not looked at like many of my elders and many of my people didn't contribute to this country. We know that. That's a dirty story to tell. Something that's swept under the rug, man. Kill that. We're in a new era today. Okay? So in this age of you can keep the name Raider, what is a Raider? A Raider is a pirate. A pirate is a thief on water. You're going to go on the water in boats and go rob other boats, rob rich people on water. A Raider? Yeah, in this day and era of cancel culture, nobody said nothing about that. What about a Buccaneer? Isn't that a pirate? Don't pirates steal? They're thieves, okay? And ironically, the Buccaneers won the Super Bowl. Kill that. People talking about Chiefs. I can the word Chiefs, but we don't want to be mascotted. That's not what, quote unquote, I don't even like the word native. How can you call them Indians? They're not from India. Okay, we don't consider ourselves to be that. Indigenous, okay. But the term native it's several things. And then it just kills me how people that don't connect, how they always have something to say. And it's almost like a shut your mouth moment. If you can't relate, don't say anything. It's cool. If you do relate, okay. But still, you know what I mean? What would be wrong with honoring the Tuskegee Airmen? Like what? Because it's black? And what would that mean? What's that really saying? Oh, if Daniel Snyder did that, they honored Ron Rivera and all those people that are in that room, Jason Wright. You know, as many people that feel like they already have a name. We just don't know it yet. That all this stuff right here is just PR and all that. I don't necessarily believe that. I think there is going to be a choice. I think we as fans and the fans, y'all had me write 2 certified mail letters to the Redskins when they were the name it kind of was going through its phases and all that. But they had me write 2 letters and I certified mailed them. And in there was the Skins with the apostrophe before the S, the capital S. The Warpath, I really was feeling Warpath. Because, you know, the song Braves on the Warpath, you know what I'm saying? You just etch out saying Redskins and just go with Warpath and just, it still would honor the indigenous. You know, I've got Blackfoot in me, man. My grandfather, my maternal grandfather said his mother was 100% Blackfoot. Said he grew up in a teepee. Okay. So to know that when I was little, that hey, to learn that that's a Blackfoot chief on the helmet. Come on now. So Warpath, Renegades did come up, but I was like, no, the definition of renegade is a traitorous person. So no. Braves, but we once were the Boston Braves. And then there's the Atlanta Braves. That just goes with the Warriors too of basketball. I'm not feeling Warriors. I know about the Daniel Snyder, supposedly his arena football team or whatever was going to be called the Warriors. And at one time, that name was going through the patent or whatever. I'm not feeling that name. Okay. Red Tails was in there. What else? Tribe, Pride, the DC Pride. We're really feeling DC, you know, or DMV. That way it will connect to the whole area. You know, I know that a stadium is being rumored we're gonna get that stadium in DC, and that was contingent on the name Redskins being changed. Figure that. But anyway, I would love DC. I would love that. You know, the DC Pride, the DC Tribe, the DC Red Tails, or DMV, all of that. DC Skins. They're not going to do Skins, of course. Red Wolves, again, that's a Smoot thing. I look at it as a Fred Smoot thing. So I would want Fred Smoot to be compensated if that name was chosen. I don't know if he would be compensated, but I read that quote where he was like his friend suggested wolves regarding Game of Thrones, and he put the red on it and pictured fans howling, you know what I'm saying, on a Chase Young sack or whatever. Okay, I can dig that. But I'm like, nah, connect with the area better than that. If you're gonna keep the R, we can go with Red Tails because it would give Black America something to hold on to in this era of there being no owners who look like us in the NFL. very few coaches, et cetera, et cetera. In a league that is said to be over 70% men that look like us, it would be dope to be able to connect with a team in a powerful name like that regarding their bomber planes, you know what I'm saying? Honoring the Tuskegee Airmen, because even in the NBA, there is no team, there is no name that honors us. There's many other names, okay, that go with a section. Just like I said, all those political names, they're played to me. I'm tired of all that generals and presidents and diplomats and yuck, yuck. Okay, connect with the area. Give us something to be proud of. You know, that would be dope. Come up even with the logo. Um, if it is a fighter pilot, a black man fighter pilot, clean it up, detail it with the goggles or whatever, clean that up. The hats or whatever that they wore, clean that up if that was the case. Cause this could be dope, you know, because whatever happens, regardless of any name, the worth of the team is probably going to double because we're going to go out and buy everything. All right. Everything. They know that. And if you went with something like that for Black America to rally around, I'm trying to tell y'all, those that are WFT, Washington football team, PNR people, please listen. I go back. I've been a Redskins fan all my life, passionately. Do you hear me? All my life, since as early as 2 years old. All right, I go back to RFK Stadium. All right, my mother took me to games. Straight up, I've always loved this team. So even electric football, Tecmo Bowl, Madden today, I will kick somebody's tail, red tail, no, with Washington. Real talk. Been top 1% on Madden. I'm top 5% every year. The only reason I don't stay top 1% is because I don't play it. You got to average a lot of games per day. But please believe I'm going to be 50 games and above every year on Madden. Okay, when I say Madden player, I'm talking about real skills, not glitches, not tricked out playbooks where I'm learning bug plays and I'm doing bugs on people. No, 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 not at all. I'm talking about real skills, real strategy. Okay, simulation kind of football, knowledge of the league, all that kind of stuff. So I go back. You know what I'm saying? We did a thing where we did numbers of 0 to 99, and you name a Redskins player that go there, that you remember, okay? And that was fun. Might have to do that again. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we need something that we can connect with that gives us, again, as Black Americans, something to be proud of and to rally around. All right. So that's my pitch. Just like everybody has their Red Wolves pitch and this and this and this is mine. So I'm gonna get off of here, y'all. And again, I say hail to the Red Tails, baby. I'm out.